Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome to the latest expansion for Hearts of Iron 4, Battle of the Bosporus, which basically takes three nations that previously until now didn't have customized focus trees, etc., and gives them customized focus trees, gives them, dedicated units on the map that are slightly customized, and also some new sounds. So, with that said, it's actually a much smaller expansion than usual. Like, the previous one, La Resistance, gave, this big overarching new system of intelligence. But now it's a bit of a smaller one, just focusing on padding out some of the countries, which is what people most want, I believe. People have mostly been asking just, hey, can you make some more dedicated country focus trees? So now we have Bulgaria, Turkey, and the Kingdom of Greece, all of which have their dedicated focus trees based on actual history. And Turkey is apparently the most played country without a dedicated focus tree, at least until now. And I can see that, because, Turkey's in this position where it's like the gateway to Europe, also to Asia, Middle East. They are incredibly important, especially in the late game. Like, the number of times that we've got to the late game and be like, right, we have to take Turkey, because they've got all the chromium, and they're not giving it to me. I need the chromium, let's fight Turkey. It happens in pretty much every LP, actually, I think I've done. Like, every time we've done a series, Turkey's ended up being this weird pivot point. And so I can totally see that people will be playing Turkey. That said, despite talking about Turkey a lot, we're actually going to be playing Turkey. We're going to be playing adjacent. We're going to be playing the Kingdom of Greece. Because Greece starts in the horrible position. And I'm a glutton for punishment. So, they have a huge debt going on. Foreign monopolies are just trashing their trade. And worst of all, they're an agrarian society. In fact, they were one of the most agrarian societies in all of Europe at the beginning of World War II. And it's giving us recruitable population minus 45% and factory output minus 30%. It's rough. It's very, very rough. And there are a couple of different ways you can take it. So, they're kind of split politically into four different factions. Monarchists, Republicans, Fascists, and Communists. I don't know why it's so hard to remember those two. Those are the common two. And so we can go a number of different ways with them. If I actually bring up the focus tree, you'll see that the focus tree isn't too crazy. Turkey's is ridiculous in comparison. But over here with the politics side, and the one that immediately jumps out as me as we could possibly do would be going down and recreating the Byzantine Empire, which is kind of an interesting route because it's a democratic route. I think you can also go monarchy down here, like unaligned monarchy, not necessarily democratic proper, but you can recreate the Byzantine Empire. And it also is a way that you can do this democracy thing while at the same time doing some, like, warmongering, because historically that's kind of built into the culture at the time, apparently, but also because, rebuilding the Byzantine Empire involves fighting Turkey, because obviously they have a chunk of land that's very important. So you've got this whole, like, Horror and Fear, where you get declare war on Turkey and revive the double-headed eagle, etc. So you get a whole load of stuff towards actually going to war as a democracy. But the other one that I kind of like is going the possibly unaligned right-wing monarchist / fascist route. I think you can do either, which is going metaxism. Which, if you go down here, you eventually end up at reviving the Spartan warrior spirit, which is a very, very interesting path, because if we look at metaxism, it says at the bottom, if Greece joins a faction before fully upgrading the metaxism national spirit, then it gets removed. So you're kind of locked into not joining a faction until at least you finish the entire tree. And that's really interesting. At the Battle of Thermopylae, it said that 4,000 Spartans were able to slay 20,000 Persians as they blocked Xerxes' further passage into Greece. It's kind of bollocks, to be honest, because as far as I'm aware from my recollection, it was mostly Athenians, and the Spartans didn't do very much. But, apparently they've just got better, advertising. And I kind of am torn between the two. I think what I'll probably do is we're going to head down this way, revive the Spartan warrior spirit, because it's all about being independent. And that gives us a lot more freedom to, like, do different things. But I might do Recreating the Byzantine Empire on stream or something, because I think I'm going to stream this game on Friday. So we might actually go like the alternate route and see how we go down here. Also, I think we get to be purple if we do that, which is nice. So we're going to go down the King's Government, Metexism, Hellenistic Spirit, National Youth Organization, and then we're going to be able to choose to recruit the fascists or use the military to just, I think, crack down on everyone. And then into that. However, unlike most games where I deliberately start with the political options first so we can lock in where we're going, I don't think that's important here. The most problematic thing we have with Greece is our horrific economy. So we're going to go devalue the drachma. Also, I kind of wish that the music tracks were a little bit more normalized, because this is a really loud one. And then there are some that are like much lower. So if there's audio issues in the background, I apologize. So we're going to go devalue the drachma, which allow us to then head into force the farmers into factories, which gets rid of the agrarian society, and then pay back our debts in bulk. So let's start that way. We've got a decision as well. We can place the king under house arrest so that he doesn't influence the election and create a puppet government, which we actually want him to do, because we don't want the people winning. Having yourself elected by popular vote, that's just wrong. So we'll do that. And then we'll also do normal research stuff. Nothing fancy here. It's the typical 3: electromechanical engineering, basic machine tools, and construction 1. You know, really standard opening play. You'll see that when we have 2 civilian factories, well, we have 7, but 5 of them are consumer goods. We're not in a good place at Game Start in terms of our industry. Like, it's really bad. Really bad. So we're just going to build civilian factories everywhere. We need to have the maximum amount of accelerator for industry as we can get. And then we're not going to place the king under house arrest. The free dockyards. You can work on convoys. Yes, we don't have steel. That's just going to have to be something we accept. And we have insufficient resources. Steel, okay. We do have some chromium and some aluminium, so hopefully we can send them abroad for factories. And with that, we're good to unpause. Hello. I didn't toggle you. Why did you do that? Now, you can see we've got a whole zone here that's contested in Turkey. And that's what we want back. Well, we'll take more than that, but that's what we want. At minimum. Also got a little fleet, which is 6 subs, a heavy cruiser, light cruiser, and 8 destroyers. They're going to be useless, because by the time they actually become vaguely useful, they'll be so outdated in technology, or they'll be so outnumbered, that it won't matter. The monarchists win the elections. Greek crowns are unsurprised to hear the Conservatives loyal to King George II has won the Greek election. Prime Minister Konstantinos Demersis. I'm probably going to pronounce that wrong, and it's going to be a name that's going to come up a lot. You're just going to have to deal with that. It's expected to continue to stay in office, and the king has expressed his personal belief that Demersis' premiership shall be very long and successful one. A great victory for Greece. We replace the trait royal puppet with elected monarchist puppet. It's an improvement? No, it's not an improvement. Okay. Also, we have 0 manpower. That's great. War support 28%, 12% stability. Yeah, the problem is that, like, there we go. I'll do the drachma. The problem is that, like, with the 4 different factions that are hostile to you, in this case, Republicans and Communists, are causing a minus 15% drop in stability. In addition to Constantinos minus 5%, debt minus 10%, and the King, George II, minus 5%. That's not great. So we have to value the drachma. We're going to force the farmers into the factories. Get rid of the agrarian society ASAP. And we can modify government. I kind of want to do a mobilization, but obviously that's going to take a bit. What else could we do? A lot of the political advisors are going to be cut off from us because we haven't really committed in terms of the political tree, so... No, we might as well just save up this for now, and then hopefully... We're actually limited conscription. This is so bad. Yeah. We're going to have to try and flip our economy because this is just not on. We need everything we can get. Manpower. Yep. Also, I don't know when they added the in-game tutorial videos. That's a really nice touch. Kind of necessary in Hearts of Iron 4. I don't know when they added those. Was it this patch? Or did they just silently put it in earlier? Either way, nice. Obviously, I don't necessarily need them, but doesn't mean I don't care about accessibility of a game that I think is really awesome. Militarization of the Rhineland. Okay. Pretty standard start. Nothing too special there. I always play with the AI historical accuracy stuff off, just because it's much more interesting to see what you end up with in this alternate world. Ethiopia lost the war, as expected. I think I've never seen that turn out differently. We're going to grab mechanical computing, because research buffs early is fantastic, and we'll need all the catch-up we can get. Aetherios Venizelos dies in exile. The Venizelos? Those are the, Democratic Republicans, I think. Leader of the Venezelist and the revered titan of Greek politics has passed away, still in exile after his ousting by the military in 1935. He was a passionate contributor of the Greek multi-party system and a figure who was perhaps unrivaled in how he influenced the Greek national consciousness. Good riddance. Stability goes up. Democracy becomes less popular. Oh, the poor guy. I mean, he wanted people to have votes and stuff. It's terrible. Right, how are we doing? Once that kicks in, I'm hoping we'll see a nice rise in our industry. In fact, looking at industry right now, we have 12 factories because we've got 5 from trade. 8 of them are doing consumer goods, which means we have 4 at least. That's still not great. Okay. Force the farmers into the factories. Beautiful. Now, paying back the loans. We get stability, but we also get the debt repayment. And then we go... Weak autarky. Change the trade law to limited exports. Yeah, the exports are kind of what we're relying on right now. We get a load of military factories. Change economy to partial mobilization. Okay, so we can do that without spending our own cost to do that, although it is pretty far down the tree. Oh, there's only 35-day ones. Okay, that's actually pretty quick. I think what we do is pay back our debt in bulk. And then while we're doing that, we'll probably start down the actual tree here. Oh! Black shirts organized in the United Kingdom. Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, wow. Ash's popularity is surging in the game. Surging in the game. Second London Naval Treaty signed. What if we want like an early war versus someone like Albania or something? Just to grab a little bit more power. I think in this case we're going to go dispersed industry. We're going to need the catch-up that it provides. I'm going to save the points for later. Turkey remilitarizes the Turkish Strait. Good for Turkey. Okay. They've come to an agreement with the Soviet Union. Is that because they've just come to an agreement? Or is there a political swing going on here? No. Okay. A royal wedding in Brazil. Ooh. Several conversations with well-known Brazilian Portuguese royalists, ladies and gentlemen, where the word restoration of monarchy were openly pronounced. Alright, the US gets the Neutrality Act. How are we doing? Paying back our debts in bulk is getting there. With 3% stability. Isn't that lovely? Construction. I think after construction, considering that we're still ahead of time on a few things there, we probably should start grabbing a new gun. Because we are producing guns right now. So we might as well be producing the correct gun. Okay. Unlock decision. Large debt repayment. Great. Ruling party is communist. Oh, one of the following must be true. Either payoff or communist. Okay. Right. Let's do King's Government. This is a 35-day one, so it'll be a bit quicker. We might also want to have all of you group up, and then might as well train you. I don't see a reason not to. Oh, hello. Staunch monarchist. Ooh. I'm going to put you in charge of them. I guess we'll put them on the border of Albania. Why not? Right, we've got the King's Government, which gives us some stability. Right, we've got mechanical computing. It's only slightly ahead of time. It's only just in 36, so I think they were probably okay to grab like improved machine tools or more precisely construction. Like we need construction. We've got the new gun, got dispersed industry, get the next dispersed industry, and we will also grab support weapons. Hellenistic spirit. 4-year plan. What does that give us? Political power gain minus 10%. Infrastructure construction speed. Military factory construction speed. Civilian factory construction speed 25%. There we go. That's the one we want. Civilian factory construction speed 25% is good. But it depends on when we trigger it. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of ones here that focus on, you know, military factories over there. Throwing at threats. Orthodox state. 70 days, Hellenistic spirit. 4-year plan is a 70 day as well. I don't know if we can really justify that. Let's just have a quick look at these decisions about repaying our loans. It grants consumer good factories 15%, resource to market 25%, active for 30 days. When it's removed, political power plus 50 for Italy. Removes national spirit, surplus debt repayment, and we can take it twice to clear it because each time it's half. I mean, we've got the political power. 1. I can only do them one at a time. Okay, shame. I was going to do them all at once. Right. I think then we don't want to necessarily pop the 4-year plan until we've paid off some of those. We might as well start this one. Greek autarky. Obviously, I don't think we can do this until we've paid back partially. So let's pop that one. And we can now produce a new gun. Also, I like the fact that we change our pistol to a grenade. Like, yeah, the rifle's pretty similar, but that's changed a lot. We don't produce pistols anymore. Grenades. What do we give the police? Do they get pistols? No, they get grenades now. Okay. Seems totally fair to me. And I think that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I know it's a bit of a shorter episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Do let me know, like comments, etc. Liking and subscribing. Obviously very important on a new series. And Hearts of Iron is kind of core to the channel. And the channel completely goes up and down at the moment with algorithms. So having that feedback would be really, really helpful. So if you do want to give it a like or give it a, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Or the bell icon if you're subscribed and you need to hit the bell or whatever. Feel free to do so. Also, we'll be streaming on Friday on Twitch. So probably going to do the reverse and we'll try maybe doing the Byzantine Empire. Feel free to come check that out. But until then, I've been EnterElysium. And until next time, stay shiny.